What should you know before moving to one of the nation's fastest growing cities? I'm going to tell you about Simpsonville in today's video. Salutations, good people. I'm Josh Oglesby with Real Broker LLC and Upstate SC Living, and today we are talking all about Simpsonville, South Carolina, and what you should probably know before making the move. As always, if there's anything I can do to help you with a move in the upstate of South Carolina or South Carolina in general, my information will be right here. Pick up the phone, I'll talk to you. So kick your shoes off, stay a while. Simpsonville is a small city in South Carolina located just 20 minutes from downtown Greenville. Arguably the best suburb of Greenville, South Carolina, Simpsonville has seen consistent growth of new population in the past 5 years. The population has reached 21,000 with a population growth rate of 5% just last year and 20% in the last 5 years. Now, living in Simpsonville can give more of a suburban feel, which can be nice for families looking for more space than a large, densely packed city. Now, ultimately, what makes a great city to live in is all subjective. Some folks might prefer a smaller, tight-knit community, while others might prefer a larger city with more options. Now, if a city has everything a person's looking for, it can be a great place to live. One of the most important things will probably be affordability. If you're wanting to move to Simpsonville, housing costs is probably a concern of yours. Another important factor could be job availability. If you're looking for a city with a healthy economy and plenty of job options, Simpsonville should be on your list. Now, of course, home prices and rates have seen a rise in the past year. However, comparatively speaking, if you compare a Simpsonville to, say, a Greenville, its cost of living is a bit lower.
Thank God.
For those of you looking to stay in Greenville, you are going to pay a little bit more. Sorry. All that being said, Simpsonville's average housing price is 28% lower than the national average, and the utility prices are 3% lower than the national average. Now, with Greenville's cost of living being just slightly above the national average, you can tell there's quite the contrast there. Now, in a small town like Simpsonville, you would expect to see locally owned everything and cute little boutique shops and things of that nature, locally owned restaurants. But in this upstate community, you're just as likely to see big name brands and even big headliners performing at the local concert venue. Headlining bands include Darius Rucker, Counting Crows, Mumford & Sons, which leads me to talk about one of the city's biggest attractions, and that's the CCNB Amphitheater at Heritage Park. Now, this is an outdoor entertainment venue with a seating capacity of 15,000. Now, other than concerts and shows, you can expect to see big events like the 10-day fair at Heritage Park, as well as the ever so popular Movies in the Park event. Now, in the summertime, you're probably going to catch a lot of folks at Discovery Island Water Park. There, you can surf, boogie board, hang out in the lazy river, and even hit a water slide or two. Social media has seen no shortage of water slide fails. Don't you want to be the next one? Simpsonville's got you covered. Now, compared to other downtowns, Simpsonville sets itself apart with its railroad that runs right along Main Street. Now, on the west side of the tracks is Simpsonville's historic clock tower. Built in 1986, this is one of Simpsonville's historic landmarks. Now, nearby the clock tower is where you're going to get your ice cream fix at. The ice cream station is formerly the Seaboard Airline Railroad Passenger Train, which was built in 1960. The ice cream station is definitely a popular gathering spot for locals. Once a stagecoach stop, Simpsonville traces its history back to 1838. Continuing to dive into Simpsonville's history just a little more, with the construction of the Greenville and Lawrence Railroad, in the 1880s, the town became a cotton processing center. It says here the Simpsonville Cotton Mill remained the town's largest employer until after World War II. Talking about the town's feel and vibe overall, despite a 254% population growth from 1970 to 1990, Simpsonville has done a great job at retaining its small town charm. Today, the downtown is home to an array of restaurants and fun things to do, including Unterhosen, Underhosen, Underhouse, also known as the Castle Cellar Pub, which is a unique underground eatery. 2 golf courses, a bowling alley, a skating center, and 4 city parks offer plenty of recreational activities in Simpsonville. I want you to be in the video. Do we need to go play some recreational activities at a Simpsonville park? With all that being said, it's no wonder that Family Circle magazine named Simpsonville one of the top 10 family-friendly places in South Carolina to live. Now, if you've done any research into what you can explore in Simpsonville, you might be asking yourself, what in the world is a potato house?
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Well, it's just one of about 20 notable things that you can experience on a grand walking tour of the town. You'll learn that the potato house was built in the 1930s to store farmers' sweet potato crops in the winter. The potato house is just one of many cool things you're going to find on this walking tour, so be sure to look into that if you're visiting or planning to make a move. And of course, when it comes to amenities, dining, things to do year-round, if you run out of things to do in Simpsonville, you can always take the 20-minute drive to downtown Greenville and Greenville in general to find even more parks and tons of dining. Simpsonville schools are in Greenville County, which has been rated the top 5% in schools in the state of South Carolina. And if crime is a concern, which it should be, I always advise folks to call the local police department and ask them for a brief history in the local areas and maybe the areas that you're looking to move to and areas to stay away from. That way you get a non-biased, informative answer directly from the source that deals with it on a day-to-day basis. And of course, if there's anything that I can do to give you more information or help you with a move to Simpsonville, South Carolina, my information is going to be right here and in the show notes. Until next time, remember to work hard, be kind, and do enjoy yourselves.